So we finally got a good video game movie. The catch? It's not from a real video game. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. It's directed by Jake Kasdan. It has Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, and Karen Gillan. Spencer, Beth, Anthony, and Martha are all very different kids who got led into detention. In detention, they find this video game console extremely old with the video game Jumanji. They decide to kill a little bit of time by playing the game. Little did they know that the game would suck them into this adventure. They have 3 lives and they have to beat the game in order to make it back home. So let the adventure begin. Not a lot of people asked for a Jumanji sequel. Not a lot of people even remember Jumanji all that much. Jumanji was okay. It was pretty good. Pretty solid Robin Williams little family adventure. So they knew they couldn't do the same old, so they really went into a modern way of just taking you into the adventure. And what kids do understand these days? Video games. Now, Jake Kasdan is mostly known for very rude, raunchy comedies like Bad Teacher and Sex Tape. So this is his most ambitious action-adventure movie, and most of it actually does work. What's really great is that they actually followed the functions of a video game. So if they talk to a character that's in the video game, that video game character is only gonna tell you what it's meant to tell you, the instructions of what to do to move forward. You see their strengths and their weaknesses, you see that they have 3 lives. All of this works in the continuity of a video game, and they work around the magic of comedy with the ideas of the video game. Now they break their rules here and there a little bit, like if they're supposed to be able to see the cutscenes of what happened before, how come they're not able to see the cutscenes of the villain later on in the movie? But I digress. All the characters have a lot of fun in this movie, both young and old. Now what I really liked is how the older characters were really able to portray how the younger characters are in real life. Besides Kevin Hart a little bit, but he does tone down his style quite a bit. So if you know me, you know I'm a super fan of Dwayne Johnson. All the way back from the WWE days, I was a firm believer that this man was meant to be a movie star, and I bet right, because this guy's a movie star. And this movie shows another way of him to be able to stretch out his acting capabilities. He's not the confident super macho hero that we see countless times in movies. He's actually just a little young dweeb that's afraid of everything, and he doesn't know how to just use the body that's given to him. I love that he was able to add the takes and the layers that the young actor Alex Wolff gave the character. Karen Gillan as well, she's very funny, and the joke of why a female superhero character in a video game wears barely any clothes really lands in this movie. It's pretty funny. But the real highlight of this movie has to be Jack Black. Everything he does lands. His younger counterpart is a young little girl that is constantly on her cell phone taking pictures, and that cell phone has been stripped away from her. And Jack Black embodies this young girl believably well, and his performance here is comedic gold, one of the best he's done in his whole career. Now the action is nothing that you haven't seen before. The special effects are nice, but they're not the best special effects that you've ever seen. You can go see Star Wars for all that, but the sense of adventure and the sense of comedy really works here, and they blend well. And the movie adds a lot of layer and a lot of heart to their characters that really won me over. Little kids everywhere were eating this up, and it was in good taste. The way they used the video game rules and the continuity really worked well in this movie. The actors were great, the characters were a lot of fun. This is a movie that the family's gonna watch again and again and again and again. Now you can say that the drawback of this movie was the lack of a real hardcore villain played by Bobby Cannavale, but you have to remember that this is based on the video game continuity rules, so you don't really focus on the villain, you focus on your heroes because you are the hero. So is that really a drawback? I don't know, that's debatable. Now there are also quite a few surprises in this movie, like a nice homage to Robin Williams, to the appearance of Nick Jonas, who gives this movie a little extra oomph of heart. All in all, I had a great time with this movie. It had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, a great sense of adventure. I highly recommend it for everybody. I give this movie 4 stars out of 5. Well, once again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see here, click like at the bottom. Go to our SoundCloud page for our more extensive reviews. This is Ray from LiveWire, and once again, thanks for watching.